Lens correction can help if we see fringing on the edges of tree branches, for example. This is commonly known as chromatic aberrations. You can also apply lens profile to correct things like distortion. My cameras have a built-in profile, so I never need to use this tab, and as you can see, I'm not able to use this section apart from the remove chromatic aberrations button. I usually keep this checked. If you're using a different camera to me though, you should be able to find your lens model in the drop-down menu, select your lens, and Lightroom will apply the relevant corrections for you. I don't tend to use the transform tool very often, but it can be helpful sometimes if you need to control distortion or straighten things up a little. If you play around with the sliders, you can adjust angles and rotate the image if needed. You will need to crop after you've made any adjustments though, to get rid of any white space around your image. Dropping down to effects. So this is where we can add a vignette to our image. I tend to do this with the radial filter as I find it offers more control, but you could do it here if you want a quick edit. Simply drag the amount and feather it to taste. And as you can see, the further we drag the image to the left, the darker the edges become. Below the vignette we have grain, and like the name suggests, this is where we could add film grain to the image. I don't use this for landscapes, but if you do, you can just slide the slider to the right to add more grain. It's pretty straightforward.